Hello, folks. Welcome back. This is Cynthia with your daily tarot. And I'm going to say that, first of all, this week we're using the Herb Crafters Tarot, and I have a description, some information in the description box below. So I'm going to go ahead and just shuffle really quickly and bring you today's tarot card. Oh, and we have the Eight of Wands. Beautiful card, beautiful artwork here, and it came out in reverse. I don't usually read reversals unless I intuitively feel drawn to. Usually when I see a reversal, it's pretty much just telling me not necessarily the opposite or the shadow aspect of a card, but sometimes it's telling me that there could be a challenge with this, or there could be an obstacle with this, or so what we're looking at here, Eight of Wands, Eight of Fire. It's using the ginger. I'm picking up on the energy of there's an urgency, and maybe communicating too quickly or overreacting. There could be an energy of urgency, like you have different ideas or you have something that you know is important, and whether or not you've been procrastinating or a deadline is coming up doesn't really matter. The point is your internal energy is flaring up and creating a sense of urgency. Get it done now. I mean, this could be a project that you're excited to get started with, and you almost want to, I don't know if it's really like rush into it, but maybe not taking one step at a time. So the fact that it came up in reverse is really whether you're overexcited about something and you're feeling this urgent need to dive right in, or whether things are going on around you, you're a little bit stressed out, and you are being very reactive instead of sort of calm, cool, and collected. Or if you feel like there's something you've been procrastinating on, but it's important and there's a deadline coming and you're starting to get stressed about that. So whatever the case might be, however that kind of urgent energy resonates for you, what I'm really picking up on is that we need to slow down. We need to take a deep breath. We need to bring into focus, because if we act rashly, it might not turn out as well as we would like or expect. If we either take a couple of deep breaths before we respond, so that our emotional stability, finding emotional stability, listening to the clarity of our intuition, that guides our actions instead of our visceral response, our emotional reaction, one way or the other. We don't want that to push us and to create the action for us. We need to learn to harness that motive force and take a deep breath, stay centered, and see clearly what the next step is or what the best route to go is. So this is just asking you to slow down, take a deep breath. If you don't do it, you might find that you're consistently, because the universe is going to almost steer you in that direction, there's going to be one like hurdle after another, or roadblock, or speed bump, right? That's what speed bumps are there for. It's to remind you, like, hey, wait a minute, I need to go slowly here. And so this is kind of telling me, like, if you don't take control of yourself and calm the stress, calm the urgency, calm the overreactions or the reactivity, that kind of a thing, in any situation, okay, where you're feeling pressure, or where you're feeling high energy, you want to hold that energy in. You don't want your campfire to turn into a wildfire, right? We need to harness its power and its beauty and its usefulness, so that it just doesn't burn out and take a whole bunch of stuff with it, right? So this is really saying that today there's this energy of, remember to take a couple of deep breaths, remember to gather in that energy. It's not that you don't have to act, it's that you need to be centered when you act. Otherwise, you're going to continuously run into speed bumps, roadblocks, detours, different things that could be anything from minor annoyances to larger consequences coming out in order to slow you down. Not because you're not supposed to act, but because you need to be centered when you act and not waste your energy, and be focused with what's your motivation and intention. Am I reacting to what that person said because they hurt my feelings and I am in anger or fear or mistrust? Or am I reacting to the situation as it is? Yes, these are my personal preferences and these are where my boundaries are, but I don't have to explode in their face. I can, act like an adult. um, so there's a certain amount of, just for today's energy, if you're feeling on edge, if you're feeling a little bit hyper, if you're feeling urgency or stress, anything that's pushing you into sort of and it might not even come out physically, depending upon your style and your personality, but it could be that frantic thoughts, or your internal monologue is, rattling off like crazy, or your emotions, your feelings, high anxiety, high stress, that kind of a thing. You could find yourself getting snippy or being tense and that kind of a thing. So this is just a reminder with today's energy, if you start feeling like you're flaring up, or like you're going a little bit unconscious in a high energy kind of a way, things are happening out of habit, you're behaving out of habit or speaking out of habit, as opposed to actually taking a deep breath and centering yourself and being like, wait a minute, what do I really want to say here? What do I really want to do? Okay, if this is the thing that I want to do, what's the next step, and how does that fit into the plan of me moving this thing forward or making that decision, etc., etc. So with that, I wish you wonderful peace and blessings, and a fabulous day, and I will see you again tomorrow. I thank you very much for being here. Like, comment, subscribe if you are enjoying these daily readings. And I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Peace and blessings, everyone.